A group of students decided to prank their professor, but unexpectedly, one of them appeared to be a real maniac in a clown mask. The title of the movie is The Killer Book Club. Let's go! A young girl named Alicia pours gasoline on the scattered books, as well as on her mother, and then sets everything on fire. 6 years have passed. We meet a group of youngsters who love various pranks. This is Angela, and she watches videos about clowns, and here's her boyfriend Nando. This girl's name is Sarah, and this cool guy on a motorcycle is Ray. He's Sarah's boyfriend. Here's a local blogger named Coldo. That's Ava the librarian. This is Virginia, that's Sebas, and they are all interested in clowns too. Phew, I hope I haven't missed anyone. All the protagonists are gathering for another book club meeting. It's dedicated to killer clowns. The youngsters discuss one of the horror books about clowns and realize that people wearing makeup creeps them out. We learn that Nando is jealous of his girlfriend Angela's relationship with Sebas, even though they are just friends. At home, Angela is writing her new novel. She has a creative crisis and she can't finish a chapter. The girl watches creepy clown videos again, and it scares the hell out of her. The next day, Professor Cruzado asks Angela to visit his office after the lecture. He locks the door, pours himself a glass of whiskey, and then molests the student. Angela has to fight back and suffers a lot of insults. Nando does his best to comfort his beloved. Sarah also supports her friend. Rumor of the incident spreads throughout the book club. The friends offer Angela the opportunity to punish the nasty professor. The youngsters decide to play a real clown prank on the man. Angela writes Professor Cruzado a love mail, while her friends buy creepy clown masks. They sneak into the university at night and discuss the details of their plan. Some noise comes from the library. It's Ava. Turns out the guys have accidentally locked her in. The unsuspecting professor pours himself some whiskey, and at that moment, a person in a creepy mask enters his office. The man tries to escape, but the maniac pursues him. And that's when he realizes that the clown is not alone. Here comes the third one, and then another one, and another one. Terrified, Cruzado rushes down a dark corridor. Someone stabs him. The injured man keeps running and collides with Angela, which makes him fall from a great height and land on a sharp statue. The shocked students take off their mask. This outcome was not what they expected to happen. The only thing they intended to do was to scare the nasty professor, not take his life. The friends decide to cover up the traces of their crime and act as if they had nothing to do with it. The youngsters throw their mask into the fire and swear to keep it a secret. The creepy masks slowly catch fire. The next day, everyone at the university speculates about Professor Cruzado's death. There are even some TV news reports. The police concluded that it was an accident. However, Angela blames herself for it. The students keep attending lectures. During one of them, the youngsters see that someone with the nickname the Mad Clown has become the admin of the book club. It freaks them out. Moreover, this person sends the link to the first chapter of a book called The Death of a Professor. The author declares that all the guilty students will be punished for this crime, and they will be killed in turn in each chapter of this book. The youngsters start arguing and blaming each other. Obviously, the author is one of them. But who? Everyone can be a suspect. Soon, Angela has a horrible hallucination. Luckily, it's just Sarah. Clown posts the second chapter of the book. It describes the death of Virginia. The youngsters immediately start looking for their friend and find out that she hasn't spent the night at home. Turns out the girl wanted to escape, but she was attacked by the maniac clown in the mask at a bus stop. Virginia ran to an abandoned dormitory nearby, but eventually, the clown caught up with the girl and punished her. The students find the dormitory and see a message on the wall, "To be continued." Yet, Virginia is not there. Ava suggests finding the clown. It's definitely one of the university students. This person loves horror books and clowns. Ava is a librarian, which means she has the access to the library cards. All that's left is to make a list and interrogate the suspects. The list includes only 6 suspicious readers, and all of them are members of the book club. which means they can't trust each other. Angela gets a message from the mad clown. Seems like he's following her. The girl is walking along the bookshelves, and someone wearing the clown mask lunges at her. Angela hides behind one of the shelves, but the clown finds her and continues the chase. Angela runs away and falls into Nando's arms. The clown mask is lying next to him, and the youngsters decide that he is the author of the horrible book. The guy is chased away, and Sebas comforts the girl. Looks like he's in love with her. The students head to the bar where Nando works. The mad clown writes the third chapter of his book. Rai is supposed to die in it. At that moment, the person wearing the clown mask approaches the guy. Rai is not afraid of the killer and makes him take off the mask. The clown does so and then stabs the guy. Rai falls to the ground. The author writes about hiding his body in an abandoned swimming pool. The students run there, but Rai's body is also missing. The friends suspect Ava, since she hasn't been at the bar with them. They find an inscription under the pile of leaves of the swimming pool saying, "To be continued." Kordo is talking about the mad clown and his creepy book during the live stream. Turns out the author has started a vote asking who will die next. So far, Angela is in the lead. Sebas hides Angela in one of the university offices. This person in the clown mask shows up behind her back. However, it appears to be another hallucination. Sebas reveals that the mad clown follows a girl named Alicia on social networks. Surprisingly, that was the name of the main character in a creepy novel that Angela wrote 6 years ago. It was a story of a real girl, Angela's internet friend. When Alicia found out about the book, she promised to get revenge on Angela. Except the girl has been dead for a long time. She and her mother died in a fire, so she can't be the clown. Sebas comforts Angela, kisses her and confesses his love. The girl doesn't resist and takes off the guy's shirt. At that moment, Nando receives a message from the mad clown, offering the guy to save Angela. Nando follows the clown's clues and finds himself in a room that resembles a morgue. The guy opens one of the white bags and finds Professor Cruzado's body there. The person in the clown mask appears in the doorway. At first, Nando tries to run away from him, but then he knocks the killer down and takes off his mask. At this point, the clown grabs a weapon. The students receive another message from the mad clown. He has written the next chapter of his book describing Nando's death. Angela rushes to the hospital. However, Nando is still alive and unharmed. The guy explains that the clown did attack him, but instead of taking his life, he just knocked him out. Kordo makes another live stream. It turns out that the mad clown is going to appear at the book fair and asks all of his fans to wear clown masks. The killer starts his own stream from the fair, and the anxious students tear off everyone's masks trying to find him. Frustrated Sarah smashes a random girl's phone and hides from the police in a local greenhouse. The person in a clown mask appears next to her. Sarah pushes him down the stairs and tries to escape, but the door to the greenhouse is locked. The clown catches up with the girl, delivers his signature strike, and she falls into the fountain. Angela witnesses everything through the transparent door, and the clown continues his live stream. Angela returns to the fair, and another clown appears in front of her. His clothes are stained with something red, and he is wheezing. The clown falls to the floor. They take off his mask and see that it's Kordo. The guy doesn't show any signs of life. Panic breaks out at the affair. Angela loses consciousness. The girl regains consciousness in the ambulance. Worried Nando sits next to her. Angela receives a message with a picture of Sebas tied up. Nando assumes that the clown is Ava. Angela is not sure about this and runs to save her friend. She finds the clown's weapons on the ground and heads to the place where the killer called her. That's where Angela finds Ava. The girl is seriously injured. She tries to say the clown's name, but fails to do so. Angela picks up the weapon and moves on. She finds Sebas tied to the chair. The guy comes to his senses. Angela loosens the ropes when Nando enters the room. Sebas yells that he is the clown. The youngster insists that it's a lie. Sebas grabs the clown's weapon. One hit and Nando falls to the floor. Sebas smiles happily and reveals that he is the clown. and all he did, all that stuff just for her. It turns out that Sebas had carefully planned everything. He sent Professor Cruzado a love letter, supposedly from Angelica, and then offered to stage a killer clown prank. He hit the professor, which made him fall from a great height, and then he massacred all the others, making the poor girl suspect her friends. Angela tells Sebas that he's mentally ill. The guy admits that Alicia was his girlfriend. Angela's novel was the reason she went insane and died in a fire with her mother. The girl wounds the psychopath and attempts to escape, while Sebas chases after her. Out of nowhere, the clown appears in front of the protagonist. What the hell is this? The clown takes off the mask, and we see Virginia. The girl reveals that her name is actually not Virginia, but Alicia. She didn't die in the fire back then, but survived, for the sake of getting revenge on her friend. She came up with this devilish novel together with Sebas. The crazy couple is sure that their book will bring them huge popularity. However, they missed one detail. Nando has survived and throws Sebas over the railing with one well-timed hit. Angela rushes away and Alicia pursues her. The girl descends into the technical rooms and Angela manages to set her rival on fire there. Now that's the end of the novel. The police arrive at the university and collect evidence. Angela sees the injured Nando on the stretcher and takes his hand. 1 year later, a new professor gives a lecture explaining what a sequel is. After all, cool stories of bestsellers have to be continued. We see that Angela has a new hairstyle, and so does her boyfriend. The protagonist walks outside and faces a person wearing the clown costume. They are left completely alone. The clown takes off the mask. It's Alicia.